Hello there, this is Sadie, and we're going to continue. We won Lanius A last time out. It was a very comfortable run. Got Zoltan B this time. Went past it. You have a very good weapon system to start with. You have level 4 weapons and quite strong weaponry altogether. And downside is, and you also have a Zoltan shield. The downside is you can't actually run your ordinary shields yet. You need to spend 100 scrap to upgrade this so you can actually put a shield bubble up. So this kind of needs to disable enemy offense very quickly, and it's particularly vulnerable to asteroid fields. It's also kind of weak against borders, but it's generally a solid ship. Put the pike beam in slot 1 immediately. I mean, we don't necessarily want to store on this because we want to get our shields up. If we see that beacon, we can't really see these ones at the top, I think. What would it be? 1, 2, 3. I suppose we could do that. Then we don't see that beacon. There's going to be some that we miss in this. The sort of layout is such that there's a lot of beacons here topside. I think we'll just go here first. That sees quite a lot. And then we can go from there. There will be a couple of beacons that we miss, but as mentioned, it doesn't matter too much. We want to get 100 scrap to get our shield bubble first. Actually, I'll go here first. That gives a little bit better options, I think. Well, we're fighting an enemy with a Zoltan shield, but our weapons should take that Zoltan shield down pretty quickly. Nice dodge. Wow. No need to worry, just dodge everything. Take that off. Now put these on blast on shields and our pike beam will kill. That was a very smooth first fight. And we got the max amount of scrap that you can get from a medium reward. The top option you can lose crew, and that's particularly bad here. Wow, that's the max amount that you can get from a high scrap amount. So we've started very, very well. I'm probably going to go here, there, and then there. Unless we get like a map reveal that indicates we shouldn't do that. Cool, an outpost. This is a guaranteed double reward. And the enemy's quite easy because they have no shields. Just take those weapons off. We could probably full weapon train against this ship, considering we could just keep ironing the weapons, but you get weapon training on this ship really, really fast anyway, and it wouldn't be guaranteed. Another double reward? Okay, there's a store. We're ignoring it because we want to get our shield up. Still, it's good to know that we've seen one. We only need 35 more scrap. They've hacked our engines, but this ship isn't very dangerous. Unfortunately, they're going to have good repairs with the multiple NGs, but we will be able to hit many, many systems. This layout is quite vulnerable to beaming. Six room pike beam shot. Well, that ends our run of getting good scrap rewards. That's literally the lowest amount of scrap that you can get from a fight in Sector 1, or any sector, because it's the lowest amounts are obviously in Sector 1 and Sector 2. Check here. Cool. We get free stuff. There's the other store. We could go there to sell the system repair drone, but it only sells for 15. I think we'll just avoid that store as well. Keep saving scrap. We'll get our shields up after another fight or two. And then we can start saving for stores in Sector 2. We've got to fight. These have very dangerous weapons. And the hacking system once our Zoltan shield goes down. But we can maybe keep the Zoltan shield up. No, not accepting that offer. Even though your ions are primarily used to hit shields on this ship, or to suppress the shield so your pike beam can do stuff, it is generally better to aim them at weapons. One of them will hit the shield anyway. At least to aim them at weapons when enemies only have one shield bubble. We have mediocre options. We do have one here though. Promise to help, we have an ion weapon, so we can disable the defense system. Good. Now we have an ordinary shield bubble. On other ships we would be going for shields 4 now, but because we have a Zoltan shield, it's less necessary to do that, and we've already spent quite a lot of money upgrading our shield system. We need to do something to improve offense before Sector 3. Well, we don't have to. This ship actually can beat 2 shield ships even with this starting stuff. But it's preferable to have better weapons than this. Ideally you get like a flak. And then you do flak pike beam. Looks like we have 3. Jumps before the exit. Let's do what we can about the Mantis war camp. We'll try this. I mean, this might be a fight, it might just be nothing. The Mantis war camp doesn't always give you anything. Leave before we notice. Okay, good. We do get a fight. We've been very lucky in finding lots and lots of combats in this sector. We've already made 133 scrap. And haven't taken a single point of damage. One moment. Alright, we're back. This is the second time I've said this, because the first time I immediately started sneezing, so I've just cut that bit out as well. At the end, and refugee ship. Well, the trade is not really much of anything, but we'll take it. Drone parts are a little bit more valuable generally than missiles. So, we go NG here, there are more stores there. Unfortunately, there's a whole corner up here that we won't be able to see at all. Well, I mean, we might be able to get there and see them, but these 2 beacons we literally can't get to. So I hope the stores aren't there. There's also a whole section down here that is very difficult to see. So the layout is terrible. However, our Zoltan shield should last long enough for us to just win this fight. Yep, they won't even get to board us. You can fix your teleporter all you like. My Zoltan shield will stop you. Okay, well, I guess we're going to that store. We have 80 scrap, so... once we sell the system repair drone. Unfortunately, this store is kind of a dud. Yeah, like, we wouldn't mind cloaking, but we can't get that. Okay, we go here now, that sees a lot. Oh yeah, sure. We'll investigate. Good, we found the other store. Well, there could potentially be 2 other stores in this sector, since this is a 2 to 3 store sector. But we can't rely on that being the case. Hell, the refugee ship. Okay, good. This ship can't hurt us, because the only weapon they have to pop shields is an ion, and we can just stuff 2 Zoltans with shields. So we're going to kill this ship. I could train, but it's very... I'm not willing to do that because this only fires once. I need 2 Zoltans in here to be safe. So if I wanted to train evade, I would need to... In fact, it wouldn't be possible for me to train engines. I could train piloting, but engines is impossible because I would need to put 2 people in here and have the engines person there, and I wouldn't have any evade if I did that. What level is your O2? Level 1. Unfortunately, they have NG crew over there, so this is probably going to take a while, so I'm going to cut this out. We're going to just shoot with the ions over and over again until the O2 gets very, very low, and then maybe we'll hit it with the pike beam. But I will see you when that is done. That was actually faster than I was expecting. Double scrap reward? Nice. Getting one of those right before a store is very, very nice. Take the distress, then go to the store, and then make our way towards the exit. Nice! This is exactly the one that I was hoping for. We once again just use the ion and we get a bunch of scrap. Cool. So, hopefully this store is not a giant dud like the last one was. Unfortunately, this store is also a giant dud like the last one was. No systems and a bunch of missiles. Well, I'm not buying anything here. The auto reloader is kind of interesting, but not enough to drop 40 scrap on when there could be another store out there. Not spending any of this scrap right now. There could be like an early store in Sector 3. Let's hail the small ship to offer them assistance and try to shield their ship with ours. That's the first damage we've taken in the entire run. That often happens if you're having a strong run on one of the Zoltan ships. Although, this run is strong on scrap and terrible in terms of actually being able to acquire anything. I guess we're regretting not going to either of those Sector 1 stores, but generally speaking, you just want to get your shields up. So the only real beacon that we could see a store at for the rest of this sector reasonably is that one. We can't get down there without taking a giant dive, and we're not doing that. I think we're also going to lose a jump, because it looks like we have 4 left, but we actually can't. I guess I should have gone to here first and then the distress. Oh well. Nice, we get some free stuff. Now we'll go to the quest. Again, for the lost ship, we get a fight with an enemy with quite good weapons. I'd love that burst laser too. That's a good dodge. And next beam shot kills. More scrap. So we don't get another store. Let's check this jump, then go to the exit and look for one early in Sector 3. Inquire about their specialty. That's more expensive than ordinary reactor upgrades. Say it's 20 for an ordinary one. Yeah, we did lose one jump. Unfortunately, our options here are not ideal. These are both possibly one-store sectors. I'm going to take the Nebula because it offers better options for subsequent sectors. Also, knowing that there could be a store in the non-Nebula jumps is quite useful because it allows you to, get to those more quickly. It sort of narrows where you have to look. Of course, or we could just have like an immediate store. That could also happen. Okay, could you like have anything actually good at this store? Okay, good. There is some good stuff here. We're buying hacking. The weapons are a bit rubbish, unfortunately. I mean, with Zoltan Shield and hacking, you could actually make a chain ion work. But I don't feel the need to get that. There's other stuff here that could be useful. Like I'm gonna buy the long range scanners, I think, because I can still get my shields up and do that. So it's worth doing. And buy one power bar. Now we'll work on getting our hacking up. It is unfortunate that we still have the default weapons, but let's go this way. There might be another store down there, but I won't be able to do anything useful at it anyway. There also isn't. So we can get our hacking up. These weapons will still do okay against 2 shields. I'm a bit worried about next sector when they start turning up a 3, but maybe I could just end up using the hacking offensively and rely on our Zoltan shield to protect us. Or we could get a drop. So, we're going to hack weapons to buy time. Separate these shots out to minimize the risk of us getting hurt. Now we have to actually put the ions on weapons, on shields rather, unfortunately, because otherwise, although I'll put one onto weapons here. Otherwise, any miss and they could start recharging their shields. And we are safe. I think we actually need to start grabbing some power first before we upgrade the hacking. Otherwise we wouldn't be able to use a level 2 hack anyway. We know there are no more stores for this sector, so we're just gonna path to maximize fights. Attack this ship. We don't need a shield right now. They're running, but they have too many systems that are damaged for them to actually stay in piloting. And we will kill with our next pike beam. One more power bar, I think. Yeah, now we can actually sort of use stuff fully. So next up is hacking, and then we start saving scrap again. I do want to hack in this fight because I don't want them to board me. I was considering not doing so, but Why am I not firing my ions? So yeah, this ship is one of the best at the game in terms of, like, if you can't get any weapons in the early sectors, you're fine. It's not ideal, but you're much better off than pretty much the only ships in the game that maybe can compare to it are like Kestrel B, Crystal A. Or ships that have like hacking to start with, but do I go and explore this area first? I think I do. Unfortunately, we're being boarded by people with bypass, and we don't get any scrap for this, so this is just generally wasteful. They might break my sensors. Most dangerous thing would be them breaking oxygen, because your Zoltans are kind of fragile and don't have an easy time actually repairing it. We're now going to vent everything other than my med bay and make them run and fight me there. Let's open our internal doors. And now we have to wait for our oxygen to replenish. What have we seen? Okay, we got a fight to go to. I mean, weapon-wise, we would be fine if we added, like, any kind of laser to this. Just keep using the 2 ion blasts and a few lasers and a few laser shots to pop shield bubbles. Even if there were 3 shield bubbles, we could do it. Okay, we are immune to damage here, so we don't need to hack. Only thing they have to pop shield bubbles is that ion, and it doesn't do a damn thing against this. Once again, however, we can't actually train. Our weapons are already maxed out, because that's just what tends to happen on this ship. And the next pike beam ends things. We can just get people back to their stations now. Okay, good. Fight, fight, fight. We definitely hack this ship. Been fortunate the enemies aren't dodging too much so far. I don't know that we've had a round where we've failed to get the shields down on, like, the first volley. Or by first volley, it's sort of... You need to hit 3 ion blast shots to get rid of 2 shields, and we haven't had any fights so far where we weren't able to do that on the second round of ion shots. If they dodge one of the first 2, it tends to not work that well. Take this fight. What have we got here? this weren't an offensive drone ship, we could train dodges here, but it is, so we won't be doing that. Well, they did dodge one there. And there. So now we're going to need extra volleys. Get you into shields. And you, in fact. Let's just be safe. Now, could I have not just done this from the start? It depends, actually. Yeah, we can have that happen, so we're not completely safe, but we're mostly safe. Anytime the ion fires first, we're safe, but if it fires, or second rather, we're safe. But if it fires first, not so much. There we go. We've removed their piloting, so they won't be able to get through anymore. Or get through. They won't be able to dodge anymore. So their shields will stay down. Nice! That is 40 scrap, and then that sells for 37, so that is a fantastic reward. That will make us really want to head to a store. We're probably going to the green sector unless it is a Zoltan sector. We might have 3 jumps, but I don't want to risk it. I think we're going to take the Ion Storm, then go there, and then go out. And we could go here, but like there could be a fight there, or there definitely isn't one there. Arm the weapons. Let's move my Zoltan into hacking so that we can do a level 2 hack. And now the hack is over. Run him out and we get the power back. Go power my oxygen. They've got a few rock resist, so they're not dead, but we are still completely safe. No, that's not a good offer. And there is a fight up there. Cool. So we'll have plenty of scrap to work with in the next sector. We just need to try to get some sort of weapon. This is one of the rare Mantis ships that does not have teleporting. And we delete them. We strictly could buy cloaking right now, but I'm more interested in an offensive upgrade than getting that. Yeah, civilian, very clear choice here. And we get an immediate store. Do we take a fight? No, we don't. We just go to the store. That fight could have 3 shield bubbles. This ship has no weapons. This store, rather, has no weapons. We have not seen a single weapon that is not either an ion or a missile in any stores, and none have dropped. That is very frustrating. We're obviously not going to try to buy a teleporter on this ship. We could grab mind control, but that takes us too far away from being able to afford the really good stuff, so I'm not going to. I buy the battery. We can basically trade the Combat 2 drone for the battery. If they had a drone system, I might have been tempted to buy drone control and the recovery arm and use that with the combat too, but they didn't. So, I mean, there's also some stuff up here that we are going to have a really hard time ever seeing. I guess we go there and there. That jump, though, we just don't ever see that. If I buy battery, I could potentially be taken away from being able to afford cloaking, which, you know, I would ideally not do that. But if I get cloaking, I can make these weapons work. I think I'm still going to do it, though. We don't need very much scrap. This would bring us to, what, 131? I suppose if we were really desperate, we could sell the Zoltan shields for cloaking, but... Or the long-range scanners were just a bit short on being able to do. We could just sell a bunch of missiles. Cool. It's not actually... I suppose there is still a point in seeing that. We can't get to the beacon, but it would tell us if it was a store. I'm not going to do it, though. I'm going to actually just keep going forward. So buy one more power bar. Now we can use the battery to run second shield when we need to. Go here, that sees a lot. Lead them to their destination. Good, that could itself be a store, and I hope that it is. Do we go here, there, there? The other stores, if there are any, and it wasn't like at one of these two beacons, will be in that area. I think we have time. Let's hit these extra jumps. We will reject their offer. Kind of wishing we had bought the chain ion now, which is not a sentence I say very often. Okay, good. Disabled a bunch of their weapons. No. So yeah, this was the problem with us taking... I should have taken the pike beam off, that was a misplay. This is the problem with us firing ions at the weapons, was that allowed... We missed a shot at the shields, that allowed them to recharge it, and we didn't kill them. Yes, this will give us a map. Now, unfortunately, this ship has 3 shield bubbles. And a burst too. So it's going to take us quite a while to get through these shields, most likely. We need 5 ion blasts to hit to take 2 bubbles down. And if enough of them miss, they will recharge. We actually got through. That didn't take as long as I was expecting. Hack! Here I will chuck an ion blast into weapons to take that burst 2 down. They can't dodge, so I'm not at risk of them evading a shot aimed at their shields. Nice, and we get the map reveal. Okay. When we go here, this could be a store. If it isn't, we know there's a store there. It's not a store, it's a fight against a rebel with very dangerous weapons. We're gonna need to buy drones at that store. I maybe should have done that at the last one. I mean, at the moment, if we can't weapon hack, we are completely fucked. Stop it with the dodges. you fucking kidding? Oh, we're gonna need a second shield bubble. We have not had a single round yet where we have managed to hit. Fortunately, we got some good dodges there as well. But we have yet to have a single round where we have hit both ion blasts. That's 5 in a row that we've tried that and failed. Six. Seven. Finally, it took 8 tries, and that hack was a moment too late, so they get to fire, and they're also boarding us, great. And our doors are broken, so we can't vent them. I think we need to let them break this and go and fix our doors urgently, because we need to be able to vent these guys out before they break our oxygen. Gonna take a bit more damage here, but it's fine. Let's vent them out of this whole area and run everyone into medbay. God damn it. Oh, they're on my piloting. Yeah, this fight was pretty ugly. Close the doors. Now we start fixing things. But we have a great deal of scrap for going to the store. We just need the store to finally actually have something we might actually want to buy. So, do you have anything? Okay, this store finally has weapons. I don't know how many stores this has been. There were 2 in the NG sector, 1. I guess this is our 5th store that finally has weapons that aren't missiles. Buy these 2 drones. I definitely want to bring this on. Do I want to keep both ions going as well? That's a lot of scrap. I think I'm going to go with just this for now. We have 3 jumps, so we're going to go here, there, there, and then exit. And, oh good, a storage cache. Not so good is that they have a missile and 3 shields. And a fire drone. Sure thing. We need our second shield bubble for this. Heavy 2. That's quite bad. That's timed perfectly. Ooh, wow, we got that shield up just in time. Our medbay is on fire. God damn it. I think we might just need to run from this fight. Currently, we can't get through their shields at all. The weapon hack thankfully buys us time to get out. one more missile. Can we maybe fix that before we go out? I'm worried about jumping away without the doors in case the next thing is a boarding event. But we're gonna have to do it. Explore the asteroid field and take a bunch of damage. We maybe should have hacked shields there. With our... I suppose that would have allowed our... it would have made sure that our pike beam could actually hit. But the problem with hacking shields is that drone was going to cut through my Zoltan shield really, really fast. And if a missile had landed in my hacking or into my weapons, we still wouldn't have been doing too much damage. If any. If it had hit our hacking, we'd have done nothing at all. I think we still take this combat. Okay, now on the good side, this only has 2 shield bubbles, but they are running. Attack their evade. Okay, good, it's only level 1. Disable all that stuff. Actually take the hack down. Off to the exit. Good, we have enough to buy cloaking now. We're going to the NG homeworlds. That's definitely what we're doing. Now, it is a little bit dangerous because there could be enemies with, like, defensive drone 2s of their own. I'm actually going to skip this asteroid field fight. Asteroid fields generally favor whoever has more shields, and that probably won't be me. We can't do that. We need our drone parts too much. Go here. Investigate the battlefield and get some free stuff. Good, and we find 2 stores. Cool. I think I'll take this fight now. We have plenty of time to go to that store. I'm gonna shield hack here. It's dangerous because of that big missile, but... Did I engage that too early? No. So many NGs. And they die. So now let's check these stores. We need some repairs. There's cloaking. There's also a laser. We can actually get both of them. First laser 1, cloaking, and some repairs. Cool. Oh, we can also sell this. We don't need 2 ion blasts now. So, we're in much better shape than we were in a sector or so ago, or after that dangerous fight we needed to run away from. I will be back in a moment. Okay, we're back. So, in terms of how we want to take this now... Let's see, do I buy some fuel here? I think we buy all this fuel too. So what we want to do now is we want to get cloaking up so we can do hack cloak cycle things and make ourselves very safe. Then we want to upgrade our weapons so that we can use the 2 burst lasers and the pike beam. Then we work on our engines. I think what I'm going to do for the moment is I'm going to put my engines person indoors, and that way if there's a pre-battle boarding with Zoltan Shield bypass, we can get rid of people and have the door control. I'll actually vent a few areas as well. So yeah, we can, if anyone boards us, we can start venting immediately with door controls, and otherwise we just run that person over to engines. We probably don't even bother with this second store now. Go this way and go around it via the top side. Okay, good. We have a hacking blue option for this. This is the NG virus event. We reprogram the virus, get some repairs and a reactor upgrade and an augment that we can sell. Yuck. Double missile ship with a Zoltan shield and a pulsar. That's gross. Can we maybe get the Zoltan shield down before the shot that would have taken the Zoltan shield down also hit? Actually, it looks like it was going to miss anyway, so it blocked something. So the pulsar is going to take my Zoltan shield down here. It's going to take theirs down as well, but like, you know, had that ion hit, it would have started taking their actual shields down. Hack those weapons. Well, they dodged one there, however. Yeah, hit all of those rooms, that's good. Of course, they kept the damn missiles up. Why would they not keep the missiles up? No. Ow. Let's get a second Zoltan in there. That can bring my burst laser back up and we can win the fight with that. Good. I never ran you into engines. That was a complete misplay. I'm gonna actually go to the store because I have that drone reactor booster to sell, and if I hold on to it, my augment slots are all full. So let's just go here, sell that off. We'll have about 60 scrap. We might be able to buy something if it's here that's useful. There isn't though, so let's just do that. Buy 2 drones and this fuel. Cloaking up. Next up, we want to do the weapons. Yay, give me free stuff. Well, this is NG Homeworlds for you. We have long-range scanners. Do you see any encounters with it? Not really. You don't need to actually be fights for long-range scanners to find them. We're gonna side with the fugitive here. We wouldn't mind getting a crew, some more crew at this point. We didn't get it, but like it would have been nice had we been able to do so. We're completely safe in this fight. We just put 2 Zoltans in shields. But it would have been nice to get another crew member. We're gonna have a hard time actually damaging it because of that stupid defense drone. No, maybe not so much. Oh, they have hacking. If they had hacked my shield, we still would have been able to take damage. I could have killed there if I'd placed the beam properly. Nice. We just need one more lot of scrap and then we can bring this other burst slicer into play and then we'll be much better off offensively. We won't need every single shot to hit to deal damage. We'll ask if we can help, but we don't have an NG for the blue option in that. Participate in their study. I forgot to move someone back to doors and they've now boarded me in quite a bad spot. I mean, they're only NGs, but I can maybe vent them out in time. Also, why am I not hacking weapons? These people have really, really good weapons. Fortunately, they only have 2 shield bubbles. Vent them out of there. Let's just cloak now. Our Zoltan shield protects us, and we might be able to knock some weapons offline if we do this. Good. Managed to funnel them to our med bay. Yeah, our Zoltan shield protects us from the flak. And now we can get our weapons up. Double reward? Nice, we got a double reward. So, 2 burst laser ones and a pike beam. Also, you get into doors. Let's work on engines as well now. I might not mind just upgrading my doors properly, but I wish I had the scrap for that 27 scrap NG. That's very, very cheap. Mantis or Zoltan homeworlds. I think we take Mantis. The border police would really be bad for me. We do not have the crew and we don't have mind control counter. Immediate stores when we don't have any scrap. Can we get it this time? No, that event has given us so much free hull damage. We are not safe from this fight because that's an Ion Blast 2 that can get through. I can't protect my shields against that because I would need 4 Zoltans for that. Really? Okay, now we're safe. You go fix that. I take one more jump and see if I can get a bit more scrap before we go to the store. Nope, nothing there. Okay, there's a fight we can go to. Then we go store there and onwards. We will attack this ship. I forgot to run him back to doors, but I'm fortunately not punished for it. Their teleporter is safely behind my, blocked by my Zoltan shield. We have enough to buy mind control if it's there, or to get a crew member, or any of those sort of things. Well, there's quite a few things we could do here. And we can't afford to do all of them. So we sell that. 50. Because we could just do all beam stuff. Crush enemies that way. Pike hull against the flagship is how much damage? Pikes are 6. Hull is 9 in the first 2 phases, so that's 21. It doesn't one-shot phase 2, it one-shots phase 1 and 3. Ideally, we'd want to keep one of the burst lasers, but we can't do that. Alternately, I could buy this other burst laser and have that to upgrade onto instead of the ion blast. It's not really enough of an upgrade probably to be worth that. And finally, there's crew here we can buy. Or there's mind control. I think buying weapons is a bit of a luxury. It would be nice to do it, but like the weapons we have are good enough, so we should shore up our weaknesses instead. And it's a question of whether or not crew or mind control do that better. I think mind control is better, really, because we can probably get crew out in other places. We're more likely to see crew again in the future than we are to see mind control again. So I think we get that. Buy mind control. And as much repair as we can get. Hack those weapons. Cloak, let's use the whole cloak timing so we can get things off cooldown. I can control you. Are you kidding? They dodged 2 of my shots while their pilot was mind controlled. Yeah, we cloaked an instant too late to actually be able to get the benefit of that. I shouldn't have engaged the hack there, but it didn't matter. I was acting as if the hack was on was an offensive one instead of hacking their weapons. Do that. Now we need more power. We don't have 100% cloak evade because our dodge crew are not trained yet. Cool, we get a full sector reveal and we find a lot of fights. Mostly fights in hazard beacons, but... a lot of solar flares. I think we're gonna go there, there, and out. Feels like that loses jumps. Yeah, it does. In that case, there, and onwards, maybe. Get indoors, we can mostly stop the weapons from hitting us, but the solar flare is another matter. Ow. Those are two very, very bad systems to have get hit. Let's go like this for now. Can you please put this out? Are you fucking joking? Well, we killed that with some fancy work on our weapons. It was not easy. Let's get the FTL charging. We need to let this solar flare hit us because we need to get things fixed. We really, really want that fire and oxygen to go out. Whoa. Let's vent that out. Everyone get back to position. Yeah, that solar flare was extremely bad. Aid the civilian ship. We have a possible double scrap reward here. And they only have 2 shields. That's nice to see. Cloak. Double reward. Let's get our doors up and a bit more power. Now we don't have to keep running the Zoltan back and forth so much. The engine Zoltan, I should say. Cloak. Here, get door control for when the solar flare goes off. Okay, that's a much better location. That was a much easier solar flare fight when they don't hit your weapons and your doors when you have nothing but Zoltans. 1, 2, 3. Do we have that space? It doesn't look like it. No. We're gonna go here, there, and out. Now the charge 2 is annoying because it sort of defeats weapon hacks. Not quite, but it certainly makes them much less effective. Are you joking? That firebomb doesn't do anything to my Zoltan shield, thankfully, and they've foolishly decided to keep that up instead of the weapon that can actually do anything. Yeah, it literally does 0 damage if it hits the Zoltan shield. I'm gonna hold off to see if there's a store with some crew in the next sector. We are jettisoning this pod. We could lose some crew, and we definitely do not want that since we've not gained a single crew member in the entire run. We can give you 15 missiles. Well, we're going to the slug-controlled nebula. Can we get a slug pilot here, maybe? How many moons? Slocknog? Good. This is the how many moons event. We're going to get a slug. So, there are 5 moons here. 5. Hurrah! I know you have weapon skill, but you know, you're a slug. You're going to be our pilot. We need to win one more fight to bring the Ion Blast in play. There's some danger in this sector because slug ships can, in Sector 7, can have 5 shield bubbles, which currently we can't even get through. But fortunately, the first fight isn't that, and we will have 5 projectiles in time for the next one. Weapons. Okay, good. We're completely safe right now. Although they're going to harass us with a weapon hack of their own. Sure thing, dodge 3 of my 4 projectiles when your piloting is broken. Makes sense. Can I actually mind control the person in weapons so they stop fixing that? There we go. Next up, we want to put hacking to 3 so we can potentially shield hack if we do get a very high shielded ship. Let's keep focusing damage on their weapons. Cloak and let the cooldown come back on our hacking. Really? Good, we got a double fire. I wish we could use mind control here, but unfortunately they are slugs, so we can't do that stuff. No. Hack that missile down. We can probably just kill before they get to shoot again. Yep. Can't quite do that yet. I'd like to upgrade my shields as well and find a fight where we can actually get evade training finally. We could sort of do it here, but I don't think I want to risk it. Like the heavy 2 and the fire beam between them. Like we could potentially cloak this every single time if we hacked weapons. But we don't have 100% evade as well, so actually it's very much not worth doing that. And the heavy 2 and the fire beam could hurt us. They're not likely to do so, but... Good, we got some good hits on the first volley. Cloak. We will eventually start getting more shots through. Cloak. We actually don't need to wait for cooldown to refresh there. Our hack is already off cooldown. There is a concern about the ship trying to run, but now there isn't, because as soon as we bring their shield down, the pike beam will kill on that swipe. Can we maybe do that here? Yep. Now we can get our hack up, so we can hack shields if we need to. Good, lots of fights. It's the O2 hack thing. Let's use our improved oxygen to stop that from mattering. Really? Cloak. Use the full cloak to buy our hack timing back. And they die on the next volley that we actually managed to get through. Which has a reasonable chance of being this one. Yep. Let's attack the ship. Shield overcharger makes this a little annoying. But we can actually use our mind control in this fight. Ion Blast kind of counters this anyway. Yeah. And this fight is over. $36, not quite enough to get our shields up, but we'll do that after this fight here. We will attack the disruptor. Those weapons are not very dangerous. And this ship is very, very vulnerable, although we do need to take note of their hacking system, because when they get through our Zoltan shield, they could use that. Of course, that's if they get through our Zoltan shield, which we may be able to just stop them doing. Looks like we're going to do that. Yep. We could maybe hit that store to see if we can get crew. We can vent these people. We want our hacking system. Although I didn't necessarily intend to do that. I hit the wrong button. I thought I was gonna click through to another option. But we can probably just deal with these borders with venting. They have very dangerous weapons. Oh, why am I not opening this vent as well? That's a silly mistake. Really? You get out of there. Oh yeah, the med bay is hacked, so that's not going to be any use. Use our cloak timing to get our oxygen refilled and our crew back in their correct positions. Do that. I wasn't sure where they were in their cloak cycle. Let's switch it off. Albeit they're gonna fix it. It's fine. We have complete control over this fight at this point. You go and heal. We're gonna hold our scrap both because this is nice and because we wanna take a look in that store. They might have like a flak or something. Or crew. Nothing there. Okay, we've got 2 stores to check. Weapons here suck, but there's a fully trained slug pilot. Let's do that. That way we don't have to train you up. You can go on doors. These are like the 2 best positions for slugs, because they're the ones where you least want the people to get mind controlled. And really, you don't want any of your people getting mind controlled, but piloting is particularly bad, and like doors is useful to have a mind control immune crew because you don't, you know, have the flagship phase where they board you and mind control the person on doors, and suddenly you have a level less of doors as well as 1 fewer crew member. We still don't have max evade though. Dodge this other store, but we need to find a fight where we can get these dodges on our... It's not going to be this one, unfortunately. I might just upgrade my engines, honestly, so that I don't have to do that. You don't tend to get good training opportunities on this ship early because of starting with, you know, the weak shield system. So you don't, you know, get to shields 4 and get the safe fights that you do on other ships. How about now? Yeah, we're getting some dodges here. Good. We need 11 more. We might find a chance to do that. I'm not taking a second store, we'll just keep taking fights and go to the exit. We can do it here. Because if we hack weapons, we can just let them shoot this. We can use the combination of hacking and cloaking to separate out their shots so they'll never be able to use the halberd beam on us when our shields are down. And we have the counter to their mind control. So we're going to just sit here until Huts has got 10 more dodges. Cut it out. Be nice if we had got any dodges there. We can let them shoot this. We have not dodged a single one of those shots. We're gonna let them shoot the burst 2 and then we're gonna hack. We finally got a dodge, and yeah, like they hit. Our shields were temporarily where the halberd beam could do something. But so what? We just completely reversed that with our weapon hack and made ourselves safe. Does this fire before? Yeah, it does. Good, 2 dodges. We haven't even needed to use our cloak yet. Once again. Weapon hack. We probably only need like maybe 5 or 6 more volleys. Now we're gonna cloak after this one. In fact, do we just cloak this? We're just gonna cloak this volley because it lines up fairly well with the halberd beam. That does delay us a little bit, but not that much. And it's better to make sure we can't take damage. More evade. Nice. You're completely free to shoot this at me, it doesn't do anything. We need to split those out. This may not actually achieve that. We might just need to end up cloaking it, because we're draining, I suppose, the same amount of charge from each weapon, but they were about to go off at basically the same moment. Yeah, we needed to cloak there rather than waste the weapon hack. Oh well. The long cloak here buys us more than enough time to get our hack back for volleys where it will be useful. No? Sadly, we couldn't hit anything there. Or dodge anything. Those don't count towards the dodge training, sadly. Good. You need 2 more dodges. There's 1. And they're going to shoot this halberd beam before the burst too, so we can probably get the 1 dodge we need here. Yep. Okay, now let's actually start bothering to try to kill this shit. Having difficulty getting our shots through, but as already demonstrated, we basically have an infinite amount of time to do this unless they start trying to run. We've completely disabled their offense, so let's hit the other side of their ship now. Or try to do so and fail miserably. I was kind of hoping we could hit their mind control and then maybe we would be able to use ours offensively there, but it wasn't to be. There we go. Actually, it's level 2 mind control, so that was never happening. They have a buffer on their shields as well, that's annoying. Of course, the player can't actually get a buffer on a 4th shield bubble. It would require level 9 shields, and that's not possible. But late game enemies can do that on hard. No. You have 1 hit point left. So we got our full evade training, and we won that battle completely safely. Doesn't look like there's anything here. Let's just go to the exit. So we are off to the last stand. We should not have any trouble with the flagship. We'd like a repair station because our drone count is a little low. We're gonna hack shields here because they have effectively 5 shield bubbles with that defense 2 drone. Cloak. Mind control you, no fixing your shields. Now, this setup isn't going to be getting very many crew kills against the flagship unless we get particularly fortunate. Unless we get particularly fortunate fires with our burst lasers. And that was a not enough time event. We don't have anything to sell. Let's just keep going towards the repair station. That's a nothing. Wow. Just no fights remotely near the base. We're almost certainly therefore not getting the fourth shield bubble. Although we've got a fight here. Nice guns, man. Yeah, those are ridiculously good weapons. It would be safer to hack weapons here, but I'm gonna hack shields. Cloak. Yes, warp right into a place that I can immediately vent. That is a good idea. Okay, good. Now we're completely safe. They're trying to run. Yuck. We haven't knocked that offline. If I engage that hack too early, I think I have. Although we might just blow, yeah, we just blow them up anyway, so it's fine. But it was too early for our pike beam. Good, we got a double reward. I still don't think we can afford to get our shield up unless we find another fight. We found one. I want cloaking up. I'd like the pilot buffer and a bit of power, so we're highly unlikely to be able to afford it unless we get this as a like outpost or something. What do you know? Intervene to defend the outpost. Even with this, it's not guaranteed. That dodging is why you get a slug pilot. Cloak. Let's just use all this time. Get our hacking off cooldown. Should win on the next volley. Yep. 49 and 44. Cool. We're a little bit light on power. But we have like 2 more beacons we can explore. Some of them, there might be a fight at one of them. Sadly none here. Fight the rebel ship. Cool. Nice. I've never run double burst 3s. It looks more impressive than it actually is. The burst 3 is a very bad weapon. But it looks really cool. Stop fixing that. And we win. Sadly, no double reward. They tried to fix our hull, but we didn't have any damage, so it didn't do anything. Start out like this. We might as well fight these guys away from the rebel, the flagship away from the base. That way, if they get bad hacks, we can jump away. There is some danger in fighting the flagship with Zoltan shield because it delays when they actually get the hack off, and it could land on your weapons at such a time that it offsets with their cloak, and then basically what we've been doing to enemies can happen to us. But if that does happen, we can jump away. It would need to happen over and over again to really be a problem. I think actually these weapons are fast enough that we at least hypothetically could win, even if it did happen at exactly the wrong moment, because the burst lasers and the ion blast can do something. That was too early, I meant to plug the missiles. Though it doesn't really matter with our Zoltan shield up, I guess. Let's remove a bunch of their evade. Okay, well we turn the missiles off regardless. That's pretty bad. Don't like shield hack. Let's see if we can do this more favorably. If they now do get a delayed hack on weapons, we may have screwed ourselves over, but I am willing to take that risk. Oh. Maybe if we target it with the ion blast, which doesn't really do much here. Yeah, that's fine. The ion actually delayed them from activating that. Not even going to try to do this without the hack on shields. They just survived by dodging one attack. How about we mind control you? We might be able to get a crew kill this way. Yep. We got one. And the pike beam wins it for us. It was a little slow. Our weapon setup is very unspectacular, to put it mildly. We'll just hold scrap see if we can, if nothing else, we can get another power bar after the next phase. And we might even be able to, I don't know, upgrade our doors if we high roll on the reward. So we might be able to upgrade our engines instead or something like that. That might be better. Probably is. Hack those shields. Oh yeah, they're gonna send over the boarding drone, aren't they? Good. Actually, we stopped them ever sending the boarding drone over because we damaged that system. They'll probably fix it and get it over at some point, but... Cloak now. Relay. We take a bit of damage there because our weapons are a little bit too slow, and they managed to get that off while the cloaking was still on cooldown. Yuck. Well, the ion blast isn't doing that much in this fight anyway. We'll have cloak for the next drone surge, and we win on the next volley anyway. Our oxygen's gonna burn out though. Actually, that's quite bad. I need to close my internal doors. We took a lot of damage this phase. And yeah, the boarding drone is protecting, even if I run someone in to try to fix that. They will fight the boarding drone instead of trying to fix the O2, which is more relevant. Are you fucking kidding? That's very, very irritating. I need to get some people healed. Actually, now I can. They even managed to get another frigging missile surge off here because of how long that's taken. I need to let that through. We've sustained a load of damage in this. Just cloak now, our pike beam will win this for us. So, I wish I had an NG here. Let's get these people healed, because if we don't fix the oxygen, we will die. So we need to cycle people in very urgently. Even if we have to sacrifice a crew member, it will be worth it. We can't even open our internal doors to even air out because the doors are broken too. You get... No, not you. You get over there. Yeah, our engines person died. Nothing we can do about that. Is our pilot about to die too? Yep. Yeah, we lost 2 crew to that. Gross. Nearly lost a 3rd there. Blah. Yeah, that is entirely because the boarding drone landed in there. Like, if the boarding drone hadn't landed in there, it would have been fine. So, we're going to have a tricky phase 3. But we should be alright. I don't think we want to pull... We don't pull the runaway trick because, firstly, the Zoltan shield kind of blocks us from doing that. But also, we don't have enough... We might take hull damage doing that. We just don't have enough hull to play with to be able to pull that off. We upgrade engines. I think we upgrade engines, especially now that we don't have max evade when cloaking, because we lost our pilot. We have another slug pilot to put in there, but he has no pilot skill of any kind. Start working on that. Alright. Actually, maybe I should have bought a power bar because we lost one, of course, when we lost that Zoltan, but we should be fine. Put you on piloting. And let's chase them. This phase should be easier, like the drone surge isn't, or the power surge isn't as dangerous as the drone surge. Let's start venting some places. So it doesn't really matter what I hit at the moment. We'll cloak now to preserve our Zoltan shield, because that delays them from being able to board. We also should be able to get their ordinary shield down here with our pike beam. It looks like they have a light power surge, so that's going to actually pop our Zoltan shield, sadly. Okay, that's really, really, really annoying, because if we now mind control, it's going to mind control their guy instead of reversing the mind control on our person. I might be able to get them out by venting, and then I can reverse the mind control at the right moment. Yep, I can do it now. There we go. You get in shields. Oh yuck, they got a double fire in my shields. And we haven't taken out their missiles. Okay, good, yes, go and board that. Go and join them, that's completely fine. That's useful, we got a full round of shots through there. Let's hit their shields so we can take something down. Wow, their missiles are still up. I'm not entirely sure how, but they are. Still, we win on this volley. We're gonna take a bunch of damage from these missiles, but it's fine. Yeah, that was one of the more gross flagship phases we've had in a while. The ship certainly wasn't very strong there, but it was strong enough. Thanks to our supporting systems. If I had at that store that we had where there were multiple beams, if I had taken those, obviously the flagship phase would have been way better. But I think probably the rest of the run up until that point would have been harder. So it was sort of it sort of evened out. It's not a bad score. We didn't have the long-range scanners ratio, but we had some NG sectors and stuff we were going through, so we got fewer fights there. So, that is 10 in a row. Who's next? 3, 2, 1, and go. Well, we're staying on the Zoltan ships, and this one is a lot worse than that one. I hope we have more luck with the stores in this coming run, because Zoltan C can be a bit of a struggle. But that will happen next time. So, bye for now, and I hope you enjoyed the run.